I
Um, you seem to be the most social one. Maybe I can find something in the books.
I guess yep, I definitely do that. Is there anything we want to do this evening? I can't think of anything, to be honest.
Nope.
I'm already pulling out the good doctor's journal.
Ah,
Okay.
well, okay, I see.
Having some light reading.
I feel like Alex's light reading is like a stack of books about as tall as Alden.
Yeah.
Ansel's gonna get up and go outside to practice with his weapons out back, not where he can be seen. Very, from the road.
Yeah.
Unlike Siri, who just, right in the side yard by the road, just until
I'll
dinner time.
probably go back to either cleaning up books or helping out Kendra if Kendra needs any help.
Okay.
My
So-
lips eventually stop going.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Not too long after you get home. So the night passes uneventfully unless there's something else anyone else wants to do.
Not die?
You're not gonna die from alcohol. My God, you didn't even have more than a couple drinks.
Not my concern.
Not dying is always a good thing, but you all do survive the night. Yes.
Can you take my cards back and shuffle them?
Yeah. Go. Shuffle. There you go. So the morning comes. What are people planning on doing today?
Speak with the priest again.
Okay, you're going to see the priest.
Am I seeing him or is he coming to visit us?
He said he told you to come back.
Right.
Ansel and Siri are probably going to go and do the whole, see
Oh,
what there is available.
Okay.
Maybe go down and no, they're not subtle enough to go down and talk to the people. Talk to the landowner down there. Never mind.
Yeah, probably not the best idea in the world.
Yeah.
Hi, I brought this giant barbarian with a great big great sword on her shoulder. We just want to talk.
Yeah, no, that'll look like a bad mafia racket.
Yeah. I can tell you there would be a diplomacy penalty to that.
Just because of Siri.
She's carrying around a great sword. It's not gonna help no matter what the fuck you do.
I mean, Ansel could go alone, but
He could.
could go alone to see if he could find out anything, if the landowner knew anything.
He could.
After
Hard for
sending
the priest.
Siri off to do shit.
Okay. Is
Because,
that what he's going to do?
yeah.
Okay. What is Alex planning on doing for the day?
Speaking with Father Grimborough, hopefully being able to record these names.
Okay.
For the posterity's sake of the
And Alden.
I am going to go to the town hall and see if they'd let me use the archives one more time.
Okay. Alden and Alex both roll me diplomacy, please.
Good job.
Yeah.
So many twos. So many twos.
They're not gonna let you use their records today. Let's see. You 10. Okay, so you wanted information on. You were looking at the prisoners of Harrowstone, right?
right.
Let's start with you then. Boom, boom. I'm gonna say this. Um, you are investigating them, and you got an 18. The information you have retrieved about the prisoners is that originally Harrowstone housed only local criminals, but as the prison's fame spread, other counties and distant lands began. What? You said that? Oh. Um, but other counties and distant lands began paying to have more dangerous criminals housed within the prison's walls. At the time of the Great Harrowstone Fire, the number of particularly violent or dangerous criminals imprisoned within the dungeons was at an all-time high. So Alden, the town hall's closed today.
I'm gonna head. It's too early to go to the school, so I'm actually gonna go to the jail and see if the sheriff is there.
You wander into town. The sheriff is not at the jail, but you notice he's sort of on patrol out in front of uh out in front of H. He's sort of on patrol out in front of H and in the town square area.
Hold on, H is scrolling down. It's the
The
apothecary.
apothecary.
I'll approach him and
He sort of
wave.
eyes you, suspiciously because he's the sheriff.
Yep. And I'll just say, hi, I wanted to apologize about our first introduction. My name is Alden Highhill.
He sort of, this is a human. He's, middle-aged. He sort of, I would say eyes you up and down, but you're a halfling, so it's not so much up and down. It's just you're there. He sort of, there's no real sound. It's just an affirmative noise.
Right. How's everything going today? This morning?
Quiet. Hopefully, it stays that way.
Yes, I do agree. Though the music playing yesterday was quite nice.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to trouble you too much. I'll leave you to your business. I'll actually, before I do that, can I sense motive to see if he's just super on guard?
Sure. He's definitely suspicious of you, but
Sorry, I'm trying to decide if I would ask questions based on that or if I would just. I would just say thanks and walk away, and head
Mhm.
towards the school.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. You, not you. Alex was doing research at a location. Hang on, I forgot to take that into consideration.
Well, I was doing research on a location. I was hoping actually to get because I talked with Grimborough about the names of the prisoners.
Yeah. Let's see. What did you actually roll?
Way back.
18 plus 4 because you're using the Temple of Pharasma. So you actually got a 22. So add to that. The 5 most notorious prisoners in Harrowstone at the time of the Great Fire were Father Charlatan, the Lopper, the Mosswater Marauder, the Piper of Illmarsh, and the Splatterman.
That makes a bit of a shiver run down my spine.
I would hope so. Those are not nice names.
No, but each one refers to a line of the poem. Or could refer to the poem.
Maybe. Alden is headed off to the school. Okay. Ansel, what's you doing? You want me to?
He was gonna go down and try and talk to this landowner under the, see if he get any information under the premises, staying with Kendra and, making sure she's okay, that sort of. See if there's anything that would be needed done, small talk bullshit.
Not really much needs done around the house other than the books, and more books.
Down here, at this one.
Oh, an M2?
That's the landowner, isn't it?
No, we're talking about Q.
Oh, well, the landowner, whatever.
Yeah. So you wandered down to Q. It's a bit run down. It's not very well upkept.
Yeah.
When you knock, you get no answer.
Perception to see if anything's amiss.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty run down, but
Sure. Perception. No, nothing seems amiss. I mean, maybe he's just not here. I mean, you say it's not falling down, but it's not supremely upkept either. Ansel probably gets the feeling that the landowner that lives here doesn't have a wife.
oh, bachelor pad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bachelor pad. Okay. So if he gets no answer, he, try 5-10 minutes, and then if nothing, go back and.
Okay. Yeah, he gets no real answer and sort of wanders back home again. So Alden goes off to the school. What is he doing at the school?
I'm checking to see if school's in session.
Yeah. I mean, school's in session.
Well, I vowed I wouldn't interrupt it, so that stinks. I will honestly not do anything, and I'll continue to head north towards. I'm gonna get it. Restlands.
You go back to the Restlands again. Okay.
I'm fascinating by it now.
Okay.
With all the necromancer talk, you're gonna be mistaken for one. In and out of that graveyard.
Well, that's where I'm heading.
Okay, so you head up to the Restlands. It's mostly quiet. There's, one of the grave diggers is wandering around.
I'm pretty much gonna follow nearly the same path. So I'm gonna go to the left and then up, and then I'm going to once again check that building. I'm going off of because I guess I didn't say it, but last night I would have read the journal to make sure that I wasn't losing my mind, and it said that it was at the crossroads of something and Everclear.
Sure.
So I'm gonna check that first building again at the intersection.
It's a mausoleum.
And I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
No. No, it doesn't look like it's been disturbed. It's not. Again, it's not supremely well kept, but it's
Okay, then I'll walk towards the other one, pointedly avoiding the south side of the street.
Okay, you're trying to. Okay, roll perception. Okay. So you come up to this second mausoleum.
I don't see on the map, but I'm pretty sure I know which one you're talking about.
Okay, let's just make sure we're talking about the same thing. Let me move the world. Hold on. And where are we referring to here? Well, Ansel's not here.
Right, because I would have walked up to this first building, checked it, and saw nothing, then walked towards avoiding the south, and then gotten here.
Okay. Yeah. So this mausoleum is it's got a front door on it. It's been gated shut. There's a lock on the gate.
Are there any words on the mausoleum?
I have to check and see if there is. There's a couple of gargoyles on it. But there is no name.
Have I observed any of the other ones to have locks on them?
Well, you only seen the one.
That's true.
Just had
So,
a stone door.
Well, no, we've passed by a couple of mausoleums.
You passed by them.
I will walk up to the dead end of End's Rest.
What is End's Rest?
Whatever road I'm on.
You're at the intersection of two roads. That way. Okay, you're going that way. Okay.
I'm gonna just observe the three and see if I see any of them locked.
No.
Okay.
I mean, stone doors and obviously, I mean, there's stone doors, but they do have, obvious mechanisms for. At some point, you have to get these things open to put more people inside them.
I'm gonna head back, and while I'm heading back, do I see anyone in front of me?
No, there's someone down here ways, down this road.
All right, I'm going to face away from them and detect magic on the lock to see if it's a magic lock, if it's guarded by magic.
Okay, give me another perception. It's not magic, but you notice it's got some scuffs on it.
Okay. Well, I'm not bold. I'm actually going to turn around and head down to that person you said was to the south.
Okay. He's sort of roughly where you are now.
Yeah, and assuming it's a no-name NPC, I'm just going to say, hey, what's to the south of here?
Farms. I don't know.
Oh, it's just a path to the farms. Okay. Have a pleasant day. And then I'll walk away.
He looks kind of oddly at you because he's standing around in the graveyard as you're saying that, but okay.
Yep. That was kind of the message. I'm going to head all the way back out.
Okay, you head back home. Okay. That's covered you for a while. Because it's gonna take Alex a while to get to gather what I've given him already, but it takes time to look things up and etc. What is Ansel doing? Okay.
Okay, no. Gotta collect her for lunch, make sure she and get her back to work, that sort of thing.
Sure. Okay. Roll me strength.
Oh, I don't have to roll strength. I don't want to. Does this say you get roped into doing something?
No, this is just to sort of see how well how well y'all performed today. You did decently well. Actually, you did pretty well. 20 strength. Yeah, you did pretty well.
I do have one quick question.
Mm,
Sorry, not to interrupt. Is there anything listed for the crimes that they were imprisoned for?
apparently, my headset was dying.
There is a cell.
Okay.
Okay. So what was going on? Who's doing what?
I don't know. We left with I was leaving the Restlands, and you were saying that Alex is going to be a while at the church.
Mm-hmm.
and then we had to take a very small break.
Right.
So if it's because I know you were going around, I guess figuring out course of action in terms of who's active.
Yeah.
So if I'm active again, I would head back to the house
Okay.
and look for Ansel.
Who is not there? Or no, you're at the tavern, right?
Depending on the time of day, yeah, probably.
Late morning.
I say this should be really early.
Well, no, late morning they would be working still, and then Siri and he would go for lunch at the tavern.
Well, poop. I've got a lead. I want to follow it. I just need people. I'm not gonna go hunt them down though. So I would. You know what? I'm gonna do something foolish, and I'm gonna go back to the box with the books in it, the chest. And where are we keeping that box?
As far as I know, it's just being kept in the house.
Like, is it in a room away from Kendrick's? Kendrick didn't want anything to do with it.
Y'all tell me. What did you do with it?
As far as I know, it was left on the table. Did anyone move it?
I might have moved it into my room. Book boy.
Oh no. Now
Oh,
it's a
yes.
question of would I be courteous enough not to go in someone's room?
Probably not.
No, I would be too I'd be too on this beat, so I'll try to go into Alex's room to get the chest. Is your door locked?
Probably not.
Then I would
No.
go in and look for the chest. Assuming it's sitting on the floor. I can't help but be nosy, so I'm going to glance around his room.
That's when you say no. It's sitting on the ceiling.
You'll notice there's a backpack with various supplies in it for the road.
Okay, I wouldn't touch a book bag. I was
Okay.
just looking for exciting things. So
There's clearly a table and chair that's been in quite a bit of use.
that's expected almost. I guess the chest would be like on the floor. So
Yeah.
I will pull out the journal first and look at it, and I already have the journal, so I know what I saw. But it's just more of a realization kind of thing. And then I will pick out one of the books that's not the purple book.
Make yourself comfortable there, dog. God damn. Just jumped straight up on my bed and is now digging through the covers. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
If someone else wants to talk, I need to remember what the titles of the books were. I have them in my notes somewhere.
Okay.
I would pick out On Verifying Madness, which I think was the book I picked up. So the red one, black one.
Bum, 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 bum.
I thought
That's the black book.
Oh, the black book.
Yep. So I'll pick it up and just start reading it.
Okay. It's a book as you start to read it on aberrations and things that have ties to what's called the dark tapestry, which is sort of what we would call dark matter. That's the blackness between the stars.
Yep.
Okay, you're gonna read that for a while. You're doing work and stuff. He's doing research. So okay, so we spend some time doing that, and then it comes to Evensong. Everyone's sort of freed from their duties.
Yes.
Okay.
Ansel and Siri would come home, bathe. Ansel would see if Kendra needs help with dinner, that sort of thing, which he's been doing every night. So he's.
Mm-hmm.
Alex is very quiet when he comes in, like more so than even normal.
I would have taken the journal out left everything else in the box and closed the box, but I'd have taken the journal out and set it in the room just out down by the stairs, sort of again away from Kendra.
Okay.
And then I'd go out and say, "Hey, everybody, how was your day?"
Siri goes on for about 5 minutes about how she moved entire bales of hay with just her hands.
And I'd just pretend to look in shock, but not.
Okay.
Hey, are you guys busy? I wanted to talk about something.
What?
Yeah, I do think we need to speak. Alex says as he sits down, looking over his notes.
I say I sort of motion towards that other room that's sort of away from Kendra and just say, "Excuse us one moment."
Okay.
Can we get back to that map?
Oh, yeah. Right.
We
Forgot.
need to go back to the house, yeah.
Yes, I keep forgetting. Bloop.
Sorry, Michelle started messaging. Oh my gosh, I keep getting so zoomed out because
Yeah,
that one is horrible.
this map is not particularly big as compared to the others, unfortunately.
No, you know what? I see everyone come into my room, so I actually agree that my room's a great room. I will pull out the journal and sit it down on what I assume is a table in the room. And I'm just going to be like, so I was looking over the journal and I remembered the line about, if it helps, I actually pull it up.
Now you know how I feel.
Yep. The false crypt in the Restlands. I think I know where it is.
I think I figured out who the Whispering Way is looking for, and it's not just one person. Or at least I have a top 5 choices.
Who would they be
Ansel
looking
stands
for?
in the doorway, leans on the door jamb, and arches an eyebrow while he crosses his arms. Go on.
Do you remember the children's rhyme?
Let's play the pronoun game, shall we?
Uh,
I found a guy.
I can't say I know the exact words, but you gave me a description.
Put her body on the bed, take a knife and lop her head, watch the blood come out the pipe. Feed the surges so nice and
you
right.
can save me
So
there.
once more.
What's the deal?
Well, I was able to find out that Harrowstone was housing some of the worst ever when it burned to the ground, and our big top 5 winners of that title would be Father Charlatan, the Lopper, the Mosswater Marauder, the Piper of Ilmarsh, and the Splatterman. Wonderful names, aren't they?
That's
Aren't you
Wow.
glad it's dinner time? Who's hungry?
Well, we have names? Question mark.
We have titles,
I guess that's a good way to put it.
pseudonyms at least.
How do you think we could sort of dig into that? Maybe we could look in the archives at the town hall for more information on those.
Perhaps. That is definitely a good idea. Mr. Nyoka?
Ansel shrugs like, what?
So the other thing that I was worried about is that false crypt. Because if something is actually a threat to the town, maybe we should investigate that. But I admit it's probably going to take a little bit of sneaking around since it is in the graveyard.
Well, hold on, Master Nyoka. Or Master Highhill. Was it that something was in the crypt that we were concerned about, or something that was in Harrowstone that we were concerned would affect the town?
I'll pull out the journal and point to 11 days ago, and I'll read the line that says that The Church of Pharasma used to store them in a false crypt in the Restlands at the intersection between Eversleep and the Black Path. And I'll say, based on this journal, I think there's things in there that will help us. That or the temple has them, and we'd need to break into the temple after all.
I'd rather not. They've been rather good to us.
I agree. I guess I would nod. So the question is, do we follow the lead, or do we want to dig a little deeper?
Why not both?
Ansel?
Ansel just arched his eyebrows. What? Seriously, I've been going out, trying to get to know people.
Have you found anything? Do you want? I mean, what's your take? I don't want to do this and cause an alarm in the town and get us
not
kicked
doing
out,
grave
but
robbing. And I am not being a thief.
If it's a false mausoleum, it's technically not grave robbing. Because there's no actual grave.
With all the talk of necromancers the first day we got here.
it was. I'll just shrug.
Alden, roll me wisdom.
This could be a big mistake. That's under ability checks, right?
Yeah, it's just
Yep,
ability.
it is.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da. What one were you reading? You were reading
18 days.
18 days. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. I'm gonna phrase this in such a way that it's gonna be obvious to you, but whatever. It's a thought that struck into your head. Alex said it's not technically grave robbing. Who owns that stuff?
I know this is gonna go over my head, so I'm even more sad. The
The
church owns it.
Store
I mean, I guess we could just ask the. And I don't want to. I mean, do we think we have a good repertoire with the church? Should we just ask them about these items? We could ask the church to borrow them, but I'm not sure what for.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, what is our plan of action at this point? We have information, yes, some, and there's more to be had, I'm sure. But and it was a thought that struck me as well. Getting these tools would be useful once we know what we're going up against, or once we are ready to go up against something.
I'm gonna be honest. Ansel points up the stairs. She's not gonna be content with farm work for too much longer.
So we need to deal with this.
I wonder how serious Take is on. Well, how about we? Oh, I don't know if we risk talking to the, because if we go and talk to the church about it, and then that goes up in flames, and then they find out that it's been broken into the next day, that is going to paint a target so big on our backs. We'll be doomed.
What if we went about it the reverse way? Or would that still paint a target, do you think?
I don't know. The correct thing to do would be to ask the church. But I don't know if we're going to get anywhere trying the correct way.
I don't know. They've been somewhat amicable, especially with donations.
Well then, let's give it a shot. Let's do it right. But I think I think this is something we should go for.
So do we want to, so to speak, let the church in on everything we have?
I wouldn't certainly wouldn't reveal the contents of the chest, and maybe not even the journal. But that,
Well, they know that the professor was researching Harrowstone. They
So-
know that I'm concerned about whatever he was researching brought his death about.
so yeah, maybe it would be
And
in our
how
best
are you going
interest.
to explain that you know about these objects?
The professor told us.
Some of my research pointed to a possible relic of sorts.
Pencil sighs and rubs the bridge of his nose.
Do you have a better suggestion,
No.
Master Yoko?
No. You've got 2 days. Before that, after that, I'm pretty sure she's going to be barreling towards Arrowstone protection or not.
Okay. Then do we want to divide and conquer again? I'll try and see what I can get from the church while you're doing research at the town hall.
I guess the town hall will confirm my suspicions. So let's do it.
Do you think you can get any information out of the locals?
I don't think so. Not yet.
I was saying this to Ansel.
Oh,
I really didn't want to go drinking tonight, but I can always try.
one of these
Do
days,
appreciate it.
you're gonna have to take me to this wonderful tavern.
And he just grins. Walks over, picks it up. We'll be back. Don't wait up.
Wait, I need to
Oh,
go to.
this I have to see. This I have to see.
Because remember, it's still evening technically. So off they go to the tavern for.
All three of them, apparently, possibly four if Siri's coming home.
I'm sure Siri would be there.
So Siri heard we're going
Siri's
to the tavern and.
Yeah. The thudding of barbarian footsteps behind you. Okay, so everyone's going off to the tavern. Yay, tavern! So you're all at the tavern.
Yep.
On the way,
Siri,
no
of course.
ghost tears for me.
Yeah. Siri, of course, orders wolf balls in, the second that we walk in and loudly. Very loudly.
Yeah, I'm sure Siri just belts it out across the entire.
I have to say, I think Mr. Siri and I have finally found something that we agree on: a love of balls.
I'm going to when I see the barkeep.
Again, this is as innocent as is possible. It's completely over his head what he's actually saying.
And everyone probably heard it. So laughter abound.
I'll have to rebound it anyway, because Siri. What are you saying, Alden?
I was gonna make jokes with the barkeep about
Okay.
lots of women talking about his balls.
And he'll joke back with you. Yeah, they always do.
I'll laugh. That's good.
I haven't seen you in here before.
No, my name's Alden. I'm with this compadre group here.
Ah, yeah, quite the group. I'm
They-
Zokar.
I'll shake his hand, or try to.
Yeah, I'll shake your hand.
Nice to meet you. I've
Nice to meet you.
obviously heard great things.
Ah, yes. Vampire steak?
Steak
Never
sounds
heard of
good
it.
tonight. I'll have one.
Okay. You want a vampire steak? You'll have a vampire steak?
Depends on how big it is.
He'll do a portion for you.
I'll take
A vampire steak for you and a vampire steak for you. Everyone gets a vampire steak.
I'll definitely take a steak.
And and a couple orders of wolf balls because the wolf balls.
Siri,
Y'all are splashing out tonight, huh? Okay.
considering we'll be dead in the morning by the end of tomorrow, most likely. Sure. I'm not saying this aloud.
Yeah, I hope not.
I like to spread coin. Like that's been my whole goal.
Sure.
I low rolled on going to the potion shop and just buying some silver worth of something. So might as well
Okay.
spend it here at the tavern.
Yeah, absolutely can. So the vampire steaks are basically kebabs on thick kebab sticks, like pointy, steak like kebab
Cute.
sticks. Yeah. But they're meat and vegetables kebabbed.
Which means there's probably at least one or two that just have vegetables on it eventually.
Probably.
Because I don't see Siri as one to eat the veggies.
Probably not. Yeah. Should probably just eat the steak.
I just have an image of Siri and Alex sitting next to each other, and it's like two opposites.
that'd be Siri and Alden.
I'm referring to table manners.
Oh yeah, that would
Yeah.
Like I'm probably looking for a fork and knife
yeah.
again.
Kebabs and meatballs. You ain't getting a knife and fork, my friend. This is not a civilized dining experience.
Kebabs, meatballs, alcohol.
I am very emphatic on not having any ghost tears.
It's okay.
Okay.
Ansel would probably order him the same thing he got then, the wine.
Sure. Yeah.
Though I do have to ask, what is it that makes lips glow? And I'm asking this to what's his name?
Zokar.
Zokar.
He just laughs.
Nice.
Right.
He
I'll
just
give it
laughs.
Right. Wine.
Yeah, not getting that out of him that easy.
And Ansel's obviously listening and probably going and chatting, seeing what's up. Or
Okay, he's trying to chat up the locals.
Yep.
Diplomacy.
Flares work. If not, I'm using my other. I may just use it anyway. The Charmed Life, which means I get to roll it twice and take the better. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Roll me 1d5. Technically 1d3 at this point, but. Um.
I mean, we already know you don't go in the back room if Zokar asks you in the back room.
Yeah.
This is news to me.
Oh wait, because you. Okay.
I said we would share what the. We had said we were going to share the rumors we heard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're gonna share whatever you come up with.
Yeah.
Okay. Now and then, if you visit Harrowstone near sundown, you can hear the ghost of the warden's wife wailing and sobbing from somewhere within the ruins. She haunts the prison now, forever mourning her husband and attempting to frighten anyone who intrudes on the prison.
Yay.
It's evening time. You managed to get a ghost story.
Normal. But yeah. Ansel shares that after.
After taking a bite of vampire steak.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's good.
So, possible ghost. And he's speaking low, so that, they're not.
It lines up with half of what we've heard.
And
I mean, I guess it makes rumors true.
You got a 25, so you probably you probably hear rumors about Alex's outburst as well.
Oh, great.
Just the whole "have you heard" thing.
Hey,
What?
at least you're known.
I just kind of give him a dark glare.
There. Ansel pats Alex on the back and motions for another because Siri's drink by now is probably low.
Granted, it's probably the moment that we're overhearing this, or that he's relaying it this, that I'm drinking wine, and it's just one of those choking for a moment.
Ansel's become a little bit more personable as he's had a couple more to drink.
I'm
I'll-
milking my one.
I'll use that opportunity then to start asking Ansel some personal questions because Ansel's the only one I haven't really talked to yet.
Oh shit.
So, so I know that you sort of knew the professor just as a guard, but what else do you do?
That's debatable. I just kind of grinned.
Debatable by who?
If you ask my father, my friends,
Well, what would they say? I mean, you look like you're good with the rapier. It was a rapier, I saw, right?
it was a rapier.
Okay, yeah.
Hansel takes a moment. Well, you ask my father, I'm out looking for business opportunities for him. You ask my friends, and they'll tell you I'm searching and running from my sister at the same time.
Why would? Oh, I think I recall hearing about your sister. I assumed that was out loud. It was, I think, like a session or two ago.
I think he mumbled something about his sister, didn't he?
Yeah, he said something about like trying to kill him 6 times.
Yeah.
The obnoxious halfling is perceptive. What's so if it's I don't want to upset, but what's so bad about your sister? What's the story, if you don't mind?
Ansel grins. She's fucking crazy. She has been since we were kids.
Well, crazy's relative. Did she really try to kill you?
Yes.
Well, then I don't blame you for running from your sister. Where's the last place you heard from her or of her?
About 2 weeks ago. But we just missed each other.
2 weeks ago. Where was that? Where do you hail from?
Parisia.
What a jerk. I'm just like rambling on and on about you. I'll turn to. Have I drunk anything yet?
Probably.
Please tell me it's ghost tears.
Yeah, probably.
I'm guessing I'm not drunk. I want to sense motive on Alex and see if he's drunk as well.
Okay.
Ansel's not drunk. He's just had a few, so he's happy.
Alex is nursing his first. He's still quite sober.
And before I ask, no, I'm gonna do it because fuck it. So Alex,
I'm in the
what's
middle of a
that about?
conversation with the barkeep.
Well, I said your name.
Yeah.
Do you turn, or do you continue to talk with the barkeep?
I'm probably going to turn. I'm wondering if I got any info from Cell.
I don't know if we should wait on that, or I guess it doesn't. I'll turn around and say, so your father? With a question.
Ooh, well.
I'd rather not talk about that subject. And you see he kind of grimaces, rubs his temple a bit.
All right. Apologies. I'll sip some more of whatever I'm drinking.
Let's just say we don't get along.
Oh, your headset died. Okay.
My
I don't
headset died?
No, yeah, Dante's did.
At this point, then, I would just sort of look around and see if I notice anyone that I've run into before and just say hi and mingle.
Yeah, there's probably a couple people you've seen before. I mean, again, it's a
At least
pub.
a few from church.
Yeah, well, obviously, yeah. You've seen everyone in church, but not necessarily faces to names. Yeah, I mean, the wizard's probably here, having a drink.
Okay, that's pretty much all I do is small talk to everyone.
Yeah. You're mingling. Yeah, okay. Anyone else doing anything interesting tonight?
Chatting it up with Ansel once I get the info that I can. Mainly, so you have a sister too?
Yes.
Older?
Twin.
You see me actually smile at that.
He also arches an eyebrow and then just holds up his empty glass like, another please.
I like that you're doing the same thing. Is yours already gone?
Baby.
Maybe. Yeah, okay. So, is that as far as that conversation's going, or
It fell flat.
yeah?
Sorry, I'm typing notes as I'm doing this.
Ansel did reply. He just did the
Has she always wanted to kill you?
for as long as I can remember.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm socially awkward by nature. I'm the
Tell me
bookworm.
about it.
I'm the bookworm who, if he gets drunk, is going to blurt the worst shit out.
We know. Ansel just shrugs because it's resignment almost.
Our family squabbles like that common for you?
Mother's dead, sister's alive, and who knows where. And
You and
I'm
I-
unsure about father.
Oy vey. I'll drink to that one. I say this as I'm figuring the pendant around my neck.
Ansel looks around because he's been doing that off and on all night. Even when he's talking with someone, he just looks around like he's taking in everyone because he's done this a few nights.
Mm-hmm.
And then reaches over and obviously stops Siri before she says something loud.
Good luck.
Attempts, but he goes to shush her. She yells out she wants something or other, probably more wolf balls. Everyone has a good laugh.
Yeah, sure.
So what's with you and your family?
Well, I have a twin as well.
Hmm.
Not nearly the difficulties in that regard. But I don't know where she is either. Father's an asshole. Mother's dead.
Wow, that sucks. I mean, mine's not a complete asshole, but
Your sister wants you dead. I suspect my father would rather I be dead.
I don't know. I'm the heir to father's business.
I am far too much my mother's child. I say that and drink.
Well,
Like raise a glass and drink.
halfling squabble. I mean,
It's out of character. I can't wait to talk to Siri. Well, I ate my father, and my mother is dead.
No, she probably bested her father in combat for the sword. Okay.
I do admit what I said about my father at the church was sadly true.
You said something, I was a little distracted.
My father's the head archivist in the Shit, I gotta pull up the name of it. The Quarterfoe Archives.
Mm.
He's the curator, I'm sorry.
Ansel just sits there for a minute and then he grins and goes, "So that's why you're a nerd."
That's why what?
And there's no maliciousness behind what he says.
No, I
Like,
didn't hear what he said.
That's why you're a nerd. And there's obviously no maliciousness behind it. It's
one of many reasons.
What are the others then? Because
Maybe another time, my friend. May I call you that.
Yes. And Ansel turns and then he just randomly points. Because at this point he's probably had way too many drinks. Rate him. And he just randomly points to a person in the bar. 1 to 10. Looks.
What? Alex is very confused by this. Like at first he's not even sure he's being talked to, and then he's like, "What?"
I'm sure Siri chimes in with whatever her standards of good looks are.
Who are you pointing at?
Random person. Just
You get to make it up.
No, just no.
Well, given where they are, it's gonna be probably a farmhand of some farmhand type, so muscles.
Okay, maybe a 3. But no. It looks like a bull stamped on his face.
And so does that so motion. Probably have a lot of stamina though. And he just grins.
Well, I would think you would have to be a farmhand. Right over Alex's head.
And Ansel just starts chuckling.
I mean, he is doing a lot of labor, so one would assume he's got stamina built up for that.
And he's just at this point almost choking on laughter.
At which point, Alex is just raised an eyebrow, very confused.
It takes a few minutes for him to sober up. So you haven't been in a relationship of any sort, have you?
Begging your pardon?
An intimate or not so familial relationship?
No, I have not courted anyone.
Ooh.
And he just
Sorry.
kind of blushes at it.
I wish I could roll to see if I heard it, because I definitely would make that noise anyways.
I don't think you're that far away.
You're busy doing other things.
Yeah,
right now.
it's crowded. I assumed I wouldn't. I just thought it'd be funny. Sorry.
And so just pats him on the back. Don't worry, you'll get around that someday.